time. Whoa, it's always a good time. Woke up on the right side of the bed. What's up with this Prince song inside my head? Hands up if you're down to get down tonight, 'cause it's always a good time. Slept in all my clothes like I didn't care. Hopped into a cab, take me anywhere. I'm in if you're down to get down tonight, 'cause it's always a good time.
Good morning and good night. I wake up at twilight.
It's gonna be alright. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. Whoa, whoa, it's always a good time. Whoa, we don't even have to try. It's always a good time. It's always a good time.
Freaked out, dropped my phone in the pool again. Checked out of my room, hit the ATM. Let's hang out if you're down to get down tonight, 'cause it's always a good time.
Good morning and good night.
I wake up at twilight.
It's gonna be alright. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. Whoa, it's always a good time. Whoa, it's always a good time. Woke up on the right side of the bed. What's up with this Prince song inside my head? Hands up if you're down to get down tonight, 'cause it's always a good time. Slept in all my clothes like I didn't care. Hopped into a cab, take me anywhere. I'm in if you're down to get down tonight, 'cause it's always a good time.
Good morning and good night. I wake up at twilight.
It's gonna be alright. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. Whoa, it's always a good time. Whoa, we don't even have to try. It's always a good time. with this Prince song inside my head. Hands up if you're down to get down tonight, 'cause it's always a good time. Slept in all my clothes like I didn't care. Hopped into a cab, take me anywhere. I'm in if you're down to get down tonight, 'cause it's always a good time.
Good morning and good night. I wake up at twilight.
It's gonna be alright. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. It's always a good time.
Freaked out, dropped my phone in the pool again. Checked out of my room, hit the ATM. Let's hang out if you're down to get down tonight, 'cause it's always a good time.
Good morning and good night.
I wake up at twilight.
It's gonna be alright. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. Doesn't matter when. It's always a good time then.
Doesn't matter where, it's always a good time there.
Doesn't matter when. It's always a good time then. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time.
Well, there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to every episode is special on Grommet Live, but this is one I've been pretty excited about. I've been touting it on all of the other shows, so I'm so happy it's finally here. And I'm glad we saved this for the home stretch. Are you guys feeling the home stretch the way I am feeling the home stretch? I was speaking to someone today and I don't know if it's this year more than every other year or it's just me being in Crazyville, but I feel like it is flying by so fast. And I go on and there's certain things I want to get on Amazon for my kids and I'm realizing it's already too late to ship. And oh my gosh, it's all just coming way, 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 way too quick. But it's always nice at the end of the day to come here and see all of you guys and just kind of relax. And the chat makes me so happy. I can't even tell you. Love getting to know all you guys. Love when we have the makers in the chat, which I can see we already have some of them. So welcome, makers. And for those of you who have not been here before, welcome to Grommet Live. And I am Marcy McKenna. I am your host for this evening for this live shopping event. But as many of you know, Grommet Live is much more than just live shopping. We like to have a little bit of fun here on Grommet Live. And so it's a lot about we call it sort of infotainment, that we have a lot of fun. We also share a lot of information. I get to do a lot of research as I learn about all of these amazing products that Grommet curates. They are so good at finding the best of the best, most unique, like hidden gem products that nobody's seen before. And I love gifting products like that. And especially thinking of the theme of this show, where this is a show that's all about unique product ideas for that person, that hard to shop for person that has everything. And I think every one of us has at least one of those in our lives. And it could even be a kid who's just really hard to shop for. But typically it's more these adults. And I find that men are harder for me to shop for than women. I have a million ideas for most of the women in my life. But some of the men I get really stumped on. The products tonight, I'm just looking around. It's a little bit of a mixed bag in terms of men and women. A lot of them are for both, which I love, but there are some that are just kind of for us girls and some that'll be more for guys. So let me know in the chat, are you done shopping? Do you have that one other person that you're just trying to find that perfect thing for? Or have you not even scratched the surface, which is a little bit more like me? Okay, we've got Sherry, and she's coming at us from the cold state of Minnesota. Sherry, what is the temp in Minnesota? I got to know. I have to tell you, it was so beautiful today in sunny Southern California. But yet at the same time, it does feel very like there's a chill, but it's bright and sunny and just gorgeous. It was so, so nice. But I had to put my cozy red on because I feel like I'm running out of times to wear it because we are down to the wire with, in fact, we have a show tomorrow night that is one of our launch shows. So tomorrow night, it's all about brand new products that launched this week or last week, one of the 2 weeks on Grommet. So that's always a ton of fun. But tonight really represents, Jen, am I right? Is this the last holiday gifting show of the season? Am I forgetting one? I think it is. And then we're doing, yes, it is. Oh my gosh, crazy, crazy. Let's see, but next week, we are still going to do a show. We're going to do a show on Saturday morning. When I say next week, this week on Saturday morning, I wanted to do a show that is called Glow Up for the New Year. So where it's more about us, and we have, spent our time shopping for all the people in our lives and, running around crazy for everybody else. And I felt like this would be a good time for us to just kind of chill and think about the new year and look at some products that can help you look and feel your best as you head into the new year. So maybe it's something that you can use on Christmas or on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day if you're doing anything fun and celebratory. Or just in the new year, just wanting to kind of turn over a new leaf and glow up. So I hope you guys will join us for that. That is Saturday morning, 9 o'clock on the West Coast and noon on the East Coast. And I'm super excited to see my favorite honeydew sleep in the house. I love you guys. I have a funny story to tell you guys. I was hoping to have enough time to email you right before the show, but I'll either tell you during the show or right after. And we've got Monica. Monica says, I feel your pain, Sherry, Minnesota. 22 degrees. My gosh. And the switch, the time of year, so many unique products show up. I end up shopping way too much for myself. Well, you know what I do? I forget that I already bought something for somebody. Or with my kids, I think, oh, I haven't, I didn't even it out enough. So I'll get more for one. And then I'll find a box in the garage filled with gifts that I forgot I bought 2 months ago. So this is time to take stock and get organized and all of that. But tonight is all about, to me, it's just those kind of splurge, interesting, unique, fun gifts. So that's why I've been so excited about this show, because each one of them is just more unique than the next, really, and some sort of experience type things. And anyway, we're going to get into it in just a second here, but I do want to go over, they can't wait to hear the story. You might not be happy with me, actually, honeydew, but I will tell you. A couple little housekeeping things. Let's see. Oh, I'm so excited to see Qual gear in the house. You guys, this could be the splurge of all splurge gifts for the holidays. If you really have someone that you want to do something so special, so life-changing for, Qual gear has just the item for you. And I happen to own it. And so I know firsthand. So I'm very excited to share that with you because it has been life-changing for me. And that is no exaggeration. Jen will tell you. My family will tell you. But before we get started, guys, couple little housekeeping fun things. First of all, we are doing the giveaways tonight like we always do. So we've got 2 giveaways. And these are some special items. These are those unique, shopping for the hard to shop for person. So you definitely want to get in on this giveaway. And so you just need to fill out or just take your phone out, click that QR code, and you can enter that quick. No purchase necessary, no strings attached, really just the Maker's Way and Grommet's way of saying thank you for being here. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and thank you for supporting all of these incredible makers and their products. So take advantage of that. And for all of you who are here live, which it looks like there's quite a few of you tonight, thank you guys for being here. But because of that, you guys get that little extra perk where you get to double your chances of winning those giveaways. All you have to do is put one thing in the chat. I'm going to say 2 words tonight. We're going to say happy holidays. And anyone that puts happy holidays in the chat just doubled their chances to win the 2 giveaways tonight. And we're going to do one of the giveaways about halfway through. So probably after product number 3 or 4. And then we're going to do the second giveaway at the very end of the show. So you do not want to miss that. And I see Kenny is in the house. Kinesium, I should say. I feel like I know you guys so well, I can call you Kenny. So that very excited to have them back because I presented their product so long. It was right in the beginning of Grommet Live. Greg and I got to present their product and I love it. I'm sort of obsessed with not only the way it works, but the concept for parents, not just parents. You'll see in just a second. It's really special, a really, really special item. We've got Kathy. Let's see, Kathy Sullivan just doubled her chances. Sherry doubled her chances. Monica did. Ari's here from History by Mail. Yay! And he just doubled his chances as well. Way to go, guys. I love it. Love to get the chat going because as you guys know how I feel about the chat. Not only is it so much fun and it's so cool to be able to interact with these makers and ask them questions and give them your virtual high fives and kudos and all of that, especially as we are on the home stretch of the 4th quarter, the holiday shopping season. You guys know that these makers and I mean, everybody has been working so hard. And so this is a time for us to celebrate them, let them know what we think of their products, but also by lighting up that chat tonight, really putting energy in that chat tonight, what's going to happen is the different platforms that we are streaming live to, of which there are quite a few tonight. We have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I think that's it, but several pages on each one. So what's going to happen is as we get that chat going, the powers that be at any one of those platforms start pushing it out to more and more people. So that is the goal of Grommet Live, is to get as many people as possible to see these awesome products created by these wonderful makers. So thank you already. I can see the chat's going nuts. So thank you guys. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, without any further ado, I say we dive in to these very clever, unique products that really will help us out in these final hours of shopping when we're trying to find the perfect thing for that hard to shop for person. So the very first one, I just mentioned that Kinney is in the house. And when I speak of Kinney, I'm actually talking about a product that is named Kinney. So not K-E-N-N-Y, but K-I-N-I. And it actually, the long version of it is kinesium. And you're seeing it right there in that picture. This, when I first discovered it on Grommet, I don't know that I totally could wrap my head around what an incredible item this is on so many levels. And at the time I was like, yeah, that's cool. I could kind of see using it for that. And I had some kind of ideas, but as time has gone on and I've thought more about it and actually utilized it for a couple different things myself, I just think it's something that every household should have. And especially if you know someone that is parents of young children or getting ready to be a new mom and dad, it's especially, that's what I said to the makers when I first discovered it was, gosh, what I wouldn't have given to have Kinney when my kids were young. So basically what this is a little device that you can place next to anything that you want, and it's going to be Bluetooth enabled with your phone. And I'm going to show you a picture to explain a little bit more of what I'm talking about. Let's see, there we go. Okay, so there's just showing the app. I'm going to have it go full screen here. So the idea of Kinney is that it can deter anybody from coming close to something that you don't want them to come close to. So I'm going to give you several examples of this. So for instance, as you're seeing there's clearly like a young girl and her parents, I think it is a dresser, something that they don't want her to go into. So they put the Kinney next to it. And when Kinney detects movement, the parents automatically get an SMS text letting them know that alerting them that Kenny has been disturbed. And so when I think of kids, what I think is that it really, like, is it going to stop them in their tracks from going into that dresser drawer or touching a gun or getting into the medicine cabinet when they shouldn't be? No, Kenny can't do that. What Kenny can do, though, is if they know that Kenny is going to alert mom and dad, it's going to stop them in their tracks and it's going to deter them from ever doing that in the first place. But the fact that it is enabled, it is tied to your phone, so you can always know, because there are things in all of our homes that we wish, that we worry about. Like, God forbid, if you are a household that does have a gun, and even though it's in a safe and all of the, we take all the precautions, God forbid if something went wrong. So to have a Kenny that would alert you the second something went wrong and you can take care of business immediately is so incredible. But then you think of things like theft, thinking of even jewelry, having it with a jewelry box, thinking of really important documents that you might have in a file cabinet. So anywhere you put this guy, you just have this peace of mind that it is not going to be disturbed. And if it is disturbed, you're going to know about it. Quick smart. And it's one of the things I love so much about it is how easy it is, how simple it is to use, to set up all of that. The concept of it for me at first felt a little daunting until I got into it. And then I went, oh my God, they're so brilliant the way they did it. Because it comes to you in this little box. There are 3 pouches that it comes with. The first one is called Meet Kenny. So I love just how they've simplified it so much. There you go. And inside of Meet Kenny is Kenny. So you're just basically choosing where you're going to put Kenny. The next little package here says Set Up Kenny. And so when I open this up, you will see that it basically has a USB cord. So you can charge Kenny. And then the third one, and then just get him set up on the app, which is super, super simple to do. So there you go. And then the third one says Attach Kenny. And when you open that up, you'll see that there is a little tether and there are mounting squares. So you could either mount it like on, in fact, I'll show you a safe where it's mounted on the underside right there. So if someone were to get into that safe, you would know right away. Here's the little tether. I love this one for this use right here. And this is the one that I hate to admit, but I do wish that I had Kenny for my liquor cabinet when my kids were in those later teenage years. And again, just knowing mom and dad have a Kenny on the liquor cabinet, they are not touching that liquor cabinet because mom and dad are going to be alerted immediately. So the peace of mind that would have given me, oh my gosh. So that's an example of this tether that you're seeing right here. But then again, there are those mounting squares that are here. So you can, put those anywhere and everywhere. But the more I thought about it, one of the things I love so much about it is, yes, we have valuable things that we don't want people to get access to, but more so I think about the safety elements. I think about things like firearms and guns and the dangers involved with that, and young kids that, don't know how dangerous that can be. So I love that it is such an easy way to, have that added layer of protection when it comes to things like that. But then there's also things like rooms that you might want to restrict. Like, let's say you're selling your house and you've got realtors coming through and things like that, and maybe your master closet is off limits or something. You can put Kenny on your master closet door and that room is protected. So your mind will go with so many different ways that this can be used. But it's just, to me, like a new family, or as we said, family with young kids. I love, and I talk about this a lot, I love doing family gifts. This isn't one of those necessarily super fun family gifts, but there can be sort of a kitschy side to it. I wish I had pulled this picture of, there's a little girl getting ready to put her hand in to grab I think it was a cupcake. And Kenny's right there, and she's just thinking twice with the cupcake. So just so clever. The chat is lighting up. Can it be paired with multiple phones? Ari is asking. Nikki, who is our maker and who is in the chat. Nikki, thank you so much for being here. Protecting your loved ones is the most important use. I could not agree more. At first, it was interesting how my mind went to other things. And then the more I thought about it, it's just a must-have for parents on so many levels. Did your parents wish they had one? My parents, fortunately, they don't know about it yet, but they would have given anything. I hate to say it, but they would have. Great for so many uses with young kids, medicines, chemicals, jewelry. You got it. And that was Ari that said that. And again, you're just going to keep going and going with all of these ways that you can help save families, kids, anybody. Good for when we have grandkids at our house. Yes. What I've heard many, many times, and I've read lots of reviews and all of that, the prescription medication, that is such a big deal these days. And so that having Kinney either inside of a medicine cabinet or if you have a handle on it attached to that handle, super, super important. So, I mean, I just think you guys, Nikki, you are so brilliant for coming up with this. And it is just, this is one of those that I do want to just spread the word because it can be so, so helpful. So you guys really share this with anyone and everyone in your lives because it's so affordable. And today, I should have mentioned this up top, everything on Grommet just for today is 25% off. So this is the time, and we are last minute. So it's, this is really the time. So if there's anything that you're liking, think of the QR code as an upvote, so to speak. So you're just kind of giving a high five to makers. So if you think Nikki has done a great job with Kinney, definitely give her a thumbs up because it's no skin off your nose or your back or whatever that is that I still haven't figured out after all these shows. But you're getting 25% off by voting for Nikki. So if you decide that you want to get this either tonight or down the road, you've got that 25% off because you upvoted tonight. So that's a little. There I am. What happened? I don't know if you guys were even hearing me. Anyway, what I was saying just very quickly was that tonight only, Grommet, everything 25% off. So this is the night that you definitely want to take advantage of those QR codes. Even if you're not sure if you want to buy it, get the QR code because you can buy it down the road and you have that 25% off coupon. And you're also giving a high five to the makers and letting them know what you think of their product. And that means the world, I can tell you firsthand, to all of them. I could use this at our Airbnb oh my gosh, that's so funny you're saying that, for the room where we store our belongings. I was recently at an Airbnb and I had that exact same thought. Kinney came to my mind and I thought, this is a perfect use for Kinney. Yes, totally. And you can be across the world and get alerted if somebody is, violating or breaking in or whatever. So pretty darn cool. And I'm seeing we're all very proud of Nikki. She is a force. Yes, she is. And Nikki, I loved watching your video on your maker story page. So you guys, I hope you do that, not just with Nikki, but with everybody. It's so cool to learn about the maker, and usually they put a little video up telling their story. So it's really fun to take a minute to do that if you don't already do that. It's cool, definitely worth doing. So thank you, Kinesium, for being here. Thank you, Nikki. And I am singing your praises yet again. I love it. And I think it is a very clever outside of the box Christmas gift for anyone and everyone, or just gift in general. It's just, to me, a really thoughtful thing you can do for somebody. Fantastic product for a safety locker. Agreed. I love this, you guys. Keep them coming because, this is going to sound a little bit silly, but my son very much treasures his fishing tackle box. And if anybody comes near his fishing tackle box, I mean, this would be perfect for him to have on there so he doesn't have to worry about anyone getting into his fishing box. Anyway, we'll keep thinking of ideas. I'm certain of that. But we are going to move on because we've got some fantabulous gifts to show you tonight. And that was only one of, I believe we have a total of 7 tonight. This next one, if you have watched before, and I know many of you have, I'm loving that I'm seeing a lot of new people as well. You might know that I am a ginormous fan of a woman named Laura Smith and the brand that she created called Lucime. Lucime is, in my opinion, one of the most luxe, special, off the charts sleepwear or sleep in general company on the planet. To me, the gift of a Lucime sleep set, whether it's and I'm going to show you my favorite one. I brought my very own here to show you guys. So whether it is a sleep set, whether she has a oh gosh, now I'm going to forget the name of it. Is it, Jen, help me out? Is it the L sleep shirt? So if you're someone, I like the PJ pants and PJ top, but she also does just a sleep shirt if you like that. But she also does sheets that are to die for. And I'll talk about that in just a second. But I want to tell her story and why this line of sleepwear is so special. And Jen just chimed in to let me know it is the Eva sleep shirt that I was referring to. Laura was working in the fashion industry, Gucci, Prada, you know, all the fancies, and very, very successful. And her sister, unfortunately, was diagnosed with cancer. And she was going through chemotherapy. And we all know, or we've all heard of how awful chemotherapy can be. And it was really taking its toll on her sister. So this whole product line was really sort of a love letter from Laura to her sister. She set out to take the knowledge that she had from the fashion industry and channel that into creating sheets and sleepwear that would make her sister's life more comfortable, because she would sweat profusely at night. Sweating was a big part of that. And so all of the knowledge she had in the textile industry, she set out to create a material. It's a proprietary material that she's created called Zero Tech. And what that material does is it basically whisks sweat and perspiration, moisture away from the body and evaporates it very quickly. So you're sort of instantaneously relieved from that. It's almost like you don't like if you are sweating, you don't realize you're sweating because it's just taking care of it so quickly. So that is sort of the basis of Lucime, the company in general. But because she is so, you know, has such experience in the fashion world, this sleep set not only has this incredible material that it's made of that really does work, but every detail of it is heaven. The first time I put these on, this is my Donna sleep set. So the Donna set, and I'll show you a picture of the 3 different colors right here so you can see the full set as I'm talking about it. So the blue that you're seeing there, this is called the denim mix. That's this one here. And then there is a shadow gray is in the middle. And then the noir is the black. I actually have the black too. But the thickness of the material is just perfect. The way it hangs, it's actually so flattering. And who would think PJs could be flattering? But I look forward to putting these on, not only because they feel good, they're so light, they're so breathable, they're so soft, buttery soft. I love, Laura says that it's as if cashmere and velvet had a baby and they gave birth to her sleepwear. That's how soft it is. Like, you, at the end of the day, I cannot wait to put this on. And then the top, just the way that it's cut, the way that it drapes, the thickness of it. If you girls know what I'm talking about, when we wear PJs sometimes and you're around the family and you don't have the bra on underneath the PJs, it, you know, it's, you kind of got to go get a bra on or put a robe on at times. And these PJs, you don't have to. I don't know what she did, but I put these on and it's as if I did have a bra on. And they are, again, so comfy, cozy. Just the stitching, the buttons, every detail is perfection. So when I say it is the most luxe kind of sleepwear gift you can give, I mean that from, I can't even express it enough. That's how much I love it. And so think of all those people in your life, and I don't, not necessarily that have chemotherapy or dealing with that, but if you're like me and you're getting a touch on the older side, you might be having night sweats yourself. I definitely do. I get so warm at night, and these have been a lifesaver. They really, really have. They have changed the way I sleep. So when I knew I was doing this show, it was one of the very first products I wanted to reach out to and have it on, because to me it is, PJs can sound like sort of a boring gift to give. But when you understand what goes into these PJs, and so when the person opens it, they might, yes, they look beautiful. Yes, they feel beautiful, but it's not until they wear them and they experience that Zero Tech lifting moisture away from you. And they're cooling at the same time. It's They're so wonderful. And again, they've got the Donna set that you're seeing there. You're getting the 25% off. So this is normally, I mean, it's an expensive pair of PJs, but it is worth every penny. And they don't wear out. That's the other thing. I've had these since I first launched them, which was over a year ago, and they look brand new. I don't know if they do on camera, but they do right here. So they, these are like lifetime PJs, first of all, and they are pricey, but worth every penny for sure. I mean, amazing. And then she also has sheets that have that same zero tech. So they're, so cooling when you get in there, and they do the same thing with the moisture. She has won award after award after award. She was one of Oprah's big awards last year. Good Housekeeping has voted best cooling pajamas, best cooling sheets year after year after year. So it is not just me who is going goo goo gaga for Lusa May. Everybody loves them. And so I just think it is such a special gift to give someone. The gift of a good night's sleep, feeling good when you go to bed and feeling good when you wake up is pretty wonderful. So take advantage of that when these higher priced items come in. That QR code makes a big difference. So even if you're teetering on getting yourself a little something special, grab it. You'll be so glad you did. Let's see, they're really stylish. Definitely a great gift idea. Yes, yes, yes. We're getting lots of people coming in for the second, doubling their chances. So good luck to everybody. Let's see. Someone is happy to help with distribution if any of the brands need that. Oh, we've got Carrie Cook in the house. Carrie Cook, I have to announce, and that she is a grommet maker, and she does have a fantastic pet product on Grommet called Fleece Your Leash. She was just on a brand new show. I've got to scream it from the rooftops, called Buy It Now, that is streaming on Amazon Prime. And I could not have been more proud when I watched her. And a little spoiler alert, so if you want to watch, you might want to close your ears for a second. But when I watched, she and her daughter, they were amazing. And they not only did they get their product in the Buy It Now store, but they won the whole show with a big honkin' cash prize. So Carrie, I have not even had a chance to congratulate you yet. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. So well deserved. So if you guys have not seen that, definitely take time to go see it. It's a fun show. All of these kind of independent makers and ventures are vying to have their product in this Amazon Buy It Now store, which is a big deal. And big time judges, Gwyneth Paltrow and the guy that invented Ring Doorbell. And then they have guest judges, and it's very, very cool. And usually a judge from Amazon. So you are welcome for the shout out all day long. Let's see. Oh, okay. We've got someone who has the Eva sleep shirt, and it is the short sleeve one. Let me show you that one again. This is the one right? Is this the one that you're talking about? I think it is. That is a huge favorite. I think the Donna, the PJ pants and shirt, is the number one. And I know that is a very close second. Everybody loves the two. So, everyone loves something different. So it's just whatever you're partial to, or whoever you're gifting to is partial to. So unfortunately, Laura couldn't be here with us tonight, but I hopefully represented well. If anybody has any questions, of course, always chime in and let me know that so I can answer those. And we are going to move on to perfect segue. Speaking of sleep, Honeydew is in the house, and Honeydew knows how I feel about them. Honeydew knows how I feel about their product. Talk about the perfect marriage, to be able to sleep with my Donna set Lusa May PJs and be able to sleep with my Honeydew side sleep pillow. I know the lighting changes when I do that. You guys, if you don't know about this pillow, you are in for a treat. And I love, it's actually called the Scrumptious side sleep pillow, which I love. This is created by a wonderful family. So it is a family-owned business out of Southern California. And I don't know who we have in the house because it says Honeydew. Do we have all three of you? Do we have two of you? Do we have one of you? So it's either Jonathan and Evita and Fred are the three big wigs at Honeydew Sleep. And I'm just honored that you guys are here with us. I've had the pleasure of featuring them a few times, and I could feature them every single night if they would let me. because I'm obsessed, as you can see. So basically, it is built for side sleepers, but the truth is, it's really for anybody. And the elephant in the room is that there is a cutout in the pillow, right? Sort of a crescent shape. And if you can imagine when you're looking at it, imagine sleeping with that perfectly positioned right here, that your neck just nuzzles in like that, and it gives you that perfect hug right here. So not only, and look at how soft it is. I mean, just it is like dough, but the best kind of dough. I mean that in only the best way. So between how much I look forward to putting those PJs on, I might look forward more to laying my head down on this pillow when I finally get to do that at night or in the wee hours in the morning during the holidays. But not only is it so comfortable and do you just melt into that pillow, but at the same time, well, I'm saying it's doughy and soft and all of that, but there's a firmness to it that what it really does is it perfectly aligns your spine, your neck. It puts you in the exact position that we should be in when we're sleeping at night. And that is the exact reason why when you wake up after sleeping on a honeydew sleep pillow, you feel so good. There's no stiffness, there's no aches, there's no nothing. Now I was showing it, I was describing it behind me like that. The truth is I am a side sleeper, and so I more typically am sleeping with it this way. And so it's kind of like a body pillow, if you will. So I hug it, and oh my gosh, it's like it was made to form exactly to my body. And one of the things I love, and actually Avita taught me this, I had thought about it, but now it's a big reason why I like it even more. And that is for us women, that this kind of fits right in between your breasts. And so we're not scrunching and getting those chest wrinkles that as we get older, tend to happen. It really kind of opens that up. But it, more than the wrinkles, it's actually so comfortable. And so that's why I love sleeping with it that way. So I could go on and on. Every detail of this pillow was so thoughtfully designed. There is a reason for everything. Like even I talk about this when I first saw this ribbon here that says scrumptious. I think it just says scrumptious. Yes, scrumptious. And I thought, oh, that's so cute, which it is, but it's so much more than that. And it was very carefully selected, the material that they use, because the purpose of this is that it provides structure to the pillow. So it's always evenly distributed. You know how our pillows can get lumpy and, you sink on this side and not on this side. So just that alone. And then there's also, and I always have trouble finding it, but there is a hidden zipper, which I'm going to show you right now. The hidden zipper, again, you wouldn't even know it's there, but I eventually found it. And inside, you can see the filling. And this filling, I mean, this is where the magic is. This is, first of all, just so incredibly soft, but it is copper infused. And so having copper infused filling does a couple things. Is number one, it is antimicrobial. So your pillow is going to stay fresher for so much longer. So I love that about it. But it is also very cooling, which is really important to me for all the reasons that I described during the Lucime segment. So I love that. The other thing I love about this zipper and the way that you guys, Honeydew, has done the filling is that this pillow is customizable. So you're getting it home completely filled with this amazing filling, and you won't want to take any out because you're going to love it so much, which I did not take any out at first. And then probably a couple weeks into it, I decided, well, I'm just going to see what it would be like if I took some out. So I did. And I ultimately probably took about 25% out is where I am now. And it's perfection for me. So you play with it. You can take some out, put some back in. And in fact, Honeydew will give you free filling for life. So if you take some out and you threw it away and you wish you had some more again, you let them know and they will send you some more. That's how amazing this company is. I love it. In fact, they are chiming in and I don't want to miss it. We're getting posture is important while standing and sitting, but it's also essential during sleep. You know what? That is such a great statement. It's so true. We don't think about posture when we're sleeping, but yet it's probably more important because that's when we're waking up stiff and achy and all those things. And yes, so important. Let's see, replying to that. Yes, it is. That's the most important time to make sure that you are aligned, especially through your neck and shoulders. 100% true. Now, part of the funny story that I was going to tell is that Honeydew sent me a little gift that I didn't realize was sent for me. I thought it was a sample for a show, and it's Christmas for me today because this is the first time I get to see my dream come true, because you know how much obviously I love my scrumptious side sleep pillow. Last time I featured them, I discovered that they have a travel pillow, and I travel so much. And what I've always said is I love my side seat pillow. The only problem with it is I don't get to bring it with me when I travel. And so in this box, they sent me a travel pillow, which came a long time ago, but I didn't open it until today because I didn't realize what it was. So you guys, I'm unboxing with you. I have not seen this travel pillow yet, but look how cute that is. So cute. And then I went on their site to learn more about it, and I discovered there, look how cute that is. So it's got the trolley sleeve right there. So it just goes right over your carry-on bag, and you got it on the airplane. But more importantly, what I'm excited about is I want it at my hotel, because I don't sleep the same without my side sleeper. And so, oh my God, it's so cute. So basically it is a mini side sleeper. So it's got the same cutout. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, I can't wait. And it even came with a pillowcase, which I did want to get to that too, because these pillows, they designed the perfect case to go with it. So it fits it perfectly, snug as a bug in a rug. And it also has that hidden zipper on it. So you're not feeling a zipper. It's not an open pillowcase like most are, where it slides out. It stays really nice. And it's made out of a bamboo material that also has that really cooling that I was talking about with the other sheets. The cooling to me is everything. And this is just so soft. So your pillow, your full-size side sleeper, is going to come with the pillowcase. And guys, does this one come with the pillowcase as well? I wasn't sure if that was part of it. But I want to show you some of the colors, because they're so pretty. I think we have, yeah, here they are. So here's some of the pillowcase, just very soft, really just makes you want to be cuddly as you fall asleep, just seeing those colors. So they're beautiful. I love them. And speaking of beautiful, here is the beautiful family behind Honeydew. That is Jonathan on the right, and then Evita and Fred. So that's such a great picture. I love it. Yes, the travel one does come with the pillowcase and the carrying bag. So I mean, and I'll say this one is not on the Grommet website, but when you grab that QR code and you get that % off, it's going to take you to the Honeydew site, and you'll be able to use that 25% with that too. So that's kind of a nice little bonus. If you have a traveler in your life, oh my gosh, this is the splurge of all splurge, most wonderful gifts you could give someone that's a traveler. Because to have this on the airplane and then have it at the hotel, I'm going to be in heaven. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. Getting questions. Perfect size for kids. Oh yeah, that would be a great kid size pillow, because it's not typical travel pillows are so small and wimpy, and just they're good for nothing as far as I'm concerned. This is a good size, and it's got all that fill, and again, you can customize it. Travel comes with, we have a new darker gray color as well that is beautiful in both the bamboo and the mulberry silk. Ooh, I bet that. So it's like a charcoal. I bet it's gorgeous. I'm putting this on my list of gifts that I'd like this year. Carrie, I think you have earned a side sleep pillow. I mean, are you kidding? You definitely earned that. So I think you need to get that for yourself. Definitely get the QR code. So when you make that decision, you can get that. And Honeydew loves hearing that from you, Carrie. So what a treat is that, you guys. Awesome. And what a fun, I got my own little Christmas present in the process. So I'm so happy. Okay, we are going to do one more before we do our first giveaway. So again, if you have not chimed in to get the giveaway, I'm going to have Jen put the QR code up one more time. So that's where you're going to enter to win. And because you're here live, you can double your chances by saying happy holidays in the chat. I know some of you guys said giveaway because you're used to that. So we're going to give you that too. But I'm requesting happy holidays tonight for obvious reasons. Okay, we are going to move on to a this is another one that I have had the pleasure of featuring multiple times. And this is another one, actually, to be honest, I believe this was the first one I wanted for this show. And that's the truth, Ari. That is the truth. Ari Siegel invented or created a company, for those of you who are not familiar with it, called History by Mail. And when I first discovered History by Mail, it was through Grommet. Greg and I featured it quite a while ago. And that was immediately what came to my mind is this is that perfect gift that you get for the person who has it all. That, what do you get so-and-so? Because he has everything. Or he just goes and buys whatever he wants. What could you possibly get him? Or what do you get when you want to give someone more of an experience than a tchotchke kind of a thing, and you want it to actually go to good use? That to me is the epitome of History by Mail. It is such a special gift to give, and one of the things I love most about it is that Ari, who is the founder, the creator, that he was able to bring this to our world at such an affordable price. And I'm going to get into exactly what it is in just a second, but the price that you're seeing there as I'm talking, I just want you to know what that is for. So that $31.50 with that discount for today, that is for 6 months subscription to History by Mail. I love a gift that keeps on giving. That just when you think you kind of forget about it after you get it the first time, and then something comes in the mail again, and you're like, oh my God, that's right. How fun gifts that keep giving like that. And at that price, I mean, to me, in fact, my mom I think she bought 8 of them after my last show and checked everybody off her list. She bought one for my dad. They've been divorced for years, but she did get him one. And for all of her friends, for her grandkids, just went to town. She loved it so much, and it was affordable. And she needs, at this time in her life, affordable gifts are really, really important. So what is History by Mail? Well, Ari was, I believe it was the Library of Congress where he had his light bulb moment, where he was looking at these phenomenal, iconic documents from historic documents, the real deals, and thinking he was just so fascinated with it and thought, how can I, so many people never get a chance to go to the Library of Congress and to see these things. What could I do to bring this to the world? And so he conceptualized History by Mail and has just taken it to a whole new level, beyond probably anything that he even dreamed of. And so what he does, he has a whole team of historians that basically seek out and make decisions about what are those most iconic historical documents that will be most fascinating to the people who are getting them, but also that have relevance for something that may be going on in the world right now. And boy, do they do a good job. I mean, every one, we've been getting it for about 9 months now, I think, and each one is more fascinating than the next. And what I love is that they come in the mail, the good old-fashioned mail. It's not an email. It's not a big Amazon box. You get a letter in the mail, and I'm going to show you exactly what you get. And then I'm going to show you some new things that I got to just learn about recently. But let me show you a couple examples. So in every envelope that you get from History by Mail, there are 3 things. Usually 3 things. And what you're seeing there, I'm going to go full screen so you can see exactly what it is. This one is a letter that was handwritten from Annie Oakley herself. And not only does he have a team of historians that find these documents, but he also has a team of artists, graphic designers that create the exact replica of the original item. So when you have it in your hand, when it comes in the mail, you are going to feel like you are touching this letter from Annie Oakley, and about how she was preparing for, you're going to have all her people prepare to fight for our country. And so you're seeing it there with her writing, and it might be difficult to read her writing. So what Ari has done and his team have done is they also always do a transcription of whatever that document is so that you can read that. And then in addition to the transcription, you're getting a full summary of the relevance to, of exactly what happened and how it's relevant to today. It's just so fascinating. It's like history brought to life every single month. And if you've ever had a great history teacher, I'm going to show you a couple more, uh, you know what a difference it can make when something is taught in an interesting, interactive way. And that's what History by Mail does month after month after month. So the QR code, the price that you saw there was for 6 months, but they also have annual, they also have monthly. There's lots of different options. And this one, oh, there's that QR code right there. I'm going to pull up. So the one that you just saw there, and I'm going to just show it to you live right here. That lighting's going to be a bit funky, but this is framed art. And so he also does have it in framed form. And this was the D-Day dress of the platoon leader. So this was the original when they first designed, what are they going to wear? I mean, the detail down to things like assault type gas mask, jump boots, helmet with net and camouflage strap up, light tan towel. I mean, I want to just go really up close so you can see some of that. It is just, and so this was actually that hand-drawn sketch of what they were going to wear, and then obviously replicated by History by Mail. So those are the kinds of things that you're going to get every month. And I always hesitate because I have several of them, but I hesitate to show them all because I want you to be surprised. And he has already, am I right? Is it 17 years worth of documents? I forget what the number is. Let me know on that. But they just keep coming and coming and coming. They're incredible. I just discovered, I love this. This is the first time I'm seeing it, and I'm in love. And if you're thinking of getting this gift for somebody and you want to take it up even another notch, this is just such a special way to deliver it. This is basically a portfolio, because that's what I think is every time I open one, and we open them and then read it around the table with the family, and it becomes this family interactive debate discussion. And it's, again, like history brought to life. Incredible. But I think each one is such a collector's item in of itself. Like, you want to put it someplace special and have it for years to come. And so he now has this portfolio that is just beautiful. It is a vegan leather. It's got the History by Mail embossed right on there in that red. The red is so pretty. And so this is a perfect place to keep all of those letters that they collect over the years. And maybe you put the first one in there if you're going to gift it, or put the gift certificate in there and gift it that way. But that's available as well. And I know this is very affordable. Let's see if I have the exact pricing, but I thought it was going to be really expensive because it feels very luxe for sure. Where is I believe it's $35 for the portfolio, if I have that correct. So correct me if I'm wrong on that, Ari, because this is another one that's not actually on the Grommet website, but that History by Mail subscription is. And then when you click that QR code, you can go see all of the other things, because this is just scratching the surface. But the folio is $35. Yes. And then again, they've got the framed artwork, but to me, the magic is in the subscription, because it is that experience gift that just keeps coming and coming. And it's 7 years. I knew there was a 7 in there. So 7 years of these iconic documents. So you could go for 7 years and be getting something new every single time. And they're all things that you know of, that you know a little bit about, but you never knew. In fact, I loved the Thanksgiving one. At Thanksgiving, I opened it with the family and we read it right there at the Thanksgiving table, and everybody was stunned. And I'm not gonna do a spoiler alert, because I want you guys to read it. But I had no idea what Thanksgiving was really about. I thought it was just pilgrims and Indians and a big feast with cornucopias and and cornbread and all of that. Really, that one was a good one. They're all good. Anyway, just wanting to wet your whistle with History by Mail, because to me, it really is that easy gift for anyone that's difficult. And they will be so happy, and you will feel so good giving it, and they're going to think of you again and again every month when they receive it in the mail. And how fun to get something in the mail that's not junk mail, for a change, that you don't throw away. It's not a bill and it's not junk mail. something you'll actually look forward to. So well done, Ari Siegel and History by Mail. You know I'm your biggest fan, and I just cannot stop talking about how much I love it. And I learn more and more all the time. I just get deeper and deeper in learning all of the different things that you guys have available. It's fascinating. So thank you for doing what you do, because you're making a difference in our country for sure, for the people that are lucky enough to get that. With that, we are going to do our first giveaway. And I know we had a lot of people entering, a lot of people doubling their chances. So good luck to everybody. So far, we have done History by Mail 6-month subscription. We have done the Scrumptious Side Sleep Pillow. You know how I feel about that. We have done the Donna Set PJs, or the Eva shirt, sleep shirt by Lusa May. And we started the festivities off with Kinney, which, as you guys know, is the, where's my little guy? Here's my little Kinney. Becomes part of the family that basically protects all your belongings. Anything you don't want anybody to get near, this is your guy. And so with that, I think I'm going to give away a Kinney set, because I do think it's a really, really important item for people to have and to know about. And my hope being that in giving this away, whoever gets it is not only going to use it and, you know, really put it to good use, but to share with other people and to post about it and all of that good stuff. So let's see who our first winner is. Oh my goodness. The first winner is in the chat. The first winner is a maker. The first winner is a gentleman. And the first winner is Jonathan Kunke from Honeydew Sleep. Congratulations. I'm so happy you won. And do you have kids? I don't know if you do. I should probably know that. Anyway, congratulations, Jonathan. I think you deserve to win something on Grommet Live after how many times I've gotten to feature your wonderful pillow, now 2 pillows. So congrats. And if you didn't win, it is not too late. We still have another great one coming at the very end. So stay tuned for that. We're going to do a couple more and then the final giveaway. Okay, I teased to this one earlier on. We do have our Qual Gear makers in the chat. I said, this is the splurge gift of all splurge gifts for the person that has everything. I am lucky enough to own this myself. And I wish there was a way for me to show it to you live while we're doing this. But in lieu of that, I am going to show you a video. What Qual Gear has created, and you guys have all seen them, I'm certain, whether it's on TV or whether you have one or someone at your office has one or something. But they have a sitting, standing, basically a smart desk that alternates between, you know, goes up and down so that you can be sitting at your desk. And then after a certain amount of time, you can stand and kind of change it up. And when I first got my Qual Gear, I loved it. And I'm going to get into all the reasons why I loved it. And I used it and I haven't stopped using it. But since I first got it, I have had some really pretty severe back issues and hip issues. And I will tell you, it came to me at the right time and has been a godsend in my life. And I mean that. And I thank you, Qual Gear, from the bottom of my heart, because part of the reason I'm having my back and hip issues is that I sat way too much. I'm working all day. I'm doing shows. I'm sitting. And it took its toll for sure. And so thank goodness that I have this. And this is not the desk that you're going to get at Home Depot or not Home Depot. I meant to say Office Depot. This is not your rinky dinky smart desk. This is a whole nother level. And I'm so happy that we have them on tonight when there is that 20% discount. So if you are remotely thinking about getting a desk that goes up and down and has you standing and sitting and alternating and saving your back and your rear and all of those good things, this is the time to do it, because it is 25% off tonight. It's normally almost $630. You are getting it for $468. And so if there is someone that you are wanting to get something special for, I can tell you this is very special. This is and I've seen a lot of them. My brother in his office where he works, so many people have them. I've seen them. I played with them because I wanted one and I was kind of experimenting. Nothing touches this one. So that price, when you see it and use it, you'll actually, it's a total bargain. And so what it is let me show you the video so you can understand. It is so high quality. It is professional grade. It is heavy duty, and it is heavy. I'm not going to lie, it is heavy. But one thing they've done so brilliantly is they've made it so easy to assemble. I was so nervous when it came, like, oh my God, how am I going to put this together? Because it is very techie in the sense that it is very high-end electronics that accomplish what this desk accomplishes, but it's very easy to put together, very simple. So it's sort of already semi-assembled, and you just have to do a few things, which you're going to see in this video in just a second. But I just want to hit on the fact that it is so top-notch quality, and I hope it comes through in this video, because that was right away. I went, oh my God. I mean, I felt like guilty having a desk this nice. That's how gorgeous it is, and how just heavy duty. I mean, definitely the real deal. So here's the video of it in action. Oh, let's swap. Let's do that. I'm going to start it over since I was in the way. So I wanted to show you that bare bones so you can see that, you know, how sturdy looking those legs are. And then the top goes on, and I love the expandability of it, that it is adjustable for different widths and depths, or lengths and widths. And then there is that electronic keypad, the digital display, that is where all the magic happens in terms of the desk going up and down. And we can come back to that video in a second. But so this is an app enabled desk also. So when you get it, the app comes with it, and it is called Please Stand Up, I think. Do I have that right? I got that the very first day. So you can control your desk from the app. And I'll just show you a quick pic of the app to get a sense of it. So not only are you able to set the memory, oh, maybe I don't have it. Shoot. So you can have different memory settings. So I have 2 memory settings. One of them is regular desk height for me. I've got a little file cabinet drawer underneath it. So I set it to where it just comes right to the top of that file cabinet drawer. And then the second memory is when I'm standing, I learned what my perfect height was standing. And so when I'm ready to alternate, I can just either from my phone or right on that digital keypad, just press the button, and let me tell you, when it goes up and down, it is like buttery smooth. It is so quiet. It's just that perfect hydraulic. I mean, that's when you think this is a $5,000 desk, when it does its magic, because it is so smooth and so nice. So I love that. It's got a kitty lock on it. I do have kids, and one of them in particular wanted to just go to town playing with it. So I'm happy to know that it is, with that keypad, you can have a protection on it. It also has collision protection, and that sounds kind of, I don't even know if I'm using the right terminology, but I really appreciate that. So it basically means if there is something underneath it, like it's a wooden file cabinet that I have underneath it, it knows that it's there, so it's not going to hit it. So it's got that sensor to it as well, which is really, really nice. But that app is so cool because it alerts you that, okay, you've been sitting too long, time to stand. And so then it tells you, and then you get up and it automatically goes to the standing height. It's so cool. And then you can also track things like believe it or not, you do burn calories when you're going up and down. And some people even have the little bike kind of thing underneath, or some people will put theirs over a treadmill or over one of the conveyor belt kind of things I'm seeing all over Amazon these days, which I probably should get one of those too. But again, this is just so top notch, so heavy duty, best of the best quality, buttery smooth. I could never do it justice. I do love that it also comes in different colors. My tabletop is a whitewashed wood. I actually took a picture of it, and I forgot to upload it, but I'm going to show it to you through my camera because it's really, really pretty. I like it so much. So that's mine at home. And it's a nice big tabletop. Mine is 30 inches deep by 60 inches wide by 1 inch thick. And that is the one that's going to come with it, the price that you're seeing there. So that's the size. But what's kind of cool about it is that it is so adjustable. And you saw that middle part moving. It will go, the height adjustability is from 25 inches all the way up to 50 inches. So it really can accommodate most people. And then the top can be expandable from 44 inches wide all the way to 72. So you can get it with the top that comes with it. And then if you're someone who wants a big giant conference table, let me tell you, it is plenty heavy duty to accommodate that. I feel like mine's a really nice, it's perfect for Christmas wrapping, by the way. Perfect. I love it so much. I didn't realize that till this year. And then the depth is adjustable from 28 inches to 40 inches. So lots of ways to customize it for whatever you want in particular. They do have 4 different color bases. I'm going to show you those right here. I'll go full screen on that too. So there is a white, there is a, oh, I should have put the names of it with it, but it's, I believe it's a light gray, more of a charcoal gray, and then a black. So, and you guys correct me, Qual Gear, let me know if I said that wrong. And yes, the app is called Stand Up Please, and it is from iOS for Apple Store or Google Play Store. So either one on that. And we come back to you here. I'm going to show you the video one more time now that you know a little bit more about it. And it goes really quick, but there you can tell, I think, in that shot how heavy duty it is. And that's all you have to do to assemble it. You're putting the top on, you're screwing some screws in, and then you're plugging in that digital display and you're ready to go. And the app is so intuitive and easy to use as far as setting your memory and setting that. The kitty lock I set right on the digital display. But I, as you guys can tell, could not be more in love with this item, and it is a game changer. So if there is, anyone in your life that is sitting way too much, this could be the perfect gift for them. And maybe that is you. Who knows? But Qual Gear, you guys, thank you so much for being here. And thank you for, this is one of many products that they do. So I would encourage you to go to their website and look at all the other amazing things as well. But this one you have done to perfection. There's not a thing I would change about it. Truly, truly. The only thing I would say is maybe that it's a little heavy, but I wouldn't want it to be any lighter because that's what makes it so top notch. And so just, such a premium desk. So really, I wouldn't change a thing. The colors are accurate. They're white, black, light gray, and dark gray. And so mine is white. And then I've got that whitewash top, and I love it so much. Okay, we are moving on to our last product of the evening. And this to me is another one that is just the perfect one for the person who has everything. And probably more for, I say more for women than men, but really probably not anymore. In general, anyone who likes to entertain is going to love this product. And anyone that has good taste of kind of the finer things in life. This is a company called Mode Living, and it was created by 2 gorgeous BFFs that went to college together, and they bonded over their love of entertaining and cooking and just gatherings and home decor and all of that fun stuff. And they knew that it was only going to be a matter of time before they created a company together. And sure enough, they were right. Before they knew it, they launched Mode Living. And Mode Living is really just an ode to, it's almost like, it's like runway inspired tabletop decor. The best of the best, the most gorgeous tablecloths, table linens, placemats, napkins, cocktail napkins that you've ever seen. These are probably in the White House or probably at, all of the fancy celebrity parties and things like that. It would not surprise me. In fact, I know that the editors of Martha Stewart, I forget the exact award, but I know that they are in love with all of their products. But the one I'm going to show you, I'm loving for this time of year so much. This one is called the Telluride. I love the names that they come up with for all of their linens. It just makes you want to be there. I think they're all destination places for the most part. There was another tablecloth the tablecloth that's actually on Grommet right now is called Antibes. Gorgeous. And that is, this is somewhat metallic, but that has even more metallic to it. But look at how pretty this is. This is the Telluride, and look at how subtle those snowflakes are. I'm hoping that you're seeing them. They're just so pretty. And it does have the metallic thread through it. But I do love, probably more than anything, the subtlety of it. It's almost like you almost don't see them until the light hits it just right. So yes, they're snowflakes and we think of that as holiday Christmassy, but I think of this really, it's just a very, I say elegant, but you can also really, kind of dress it down too. But all through winter and fall and just, for any event or just a family dinner. And I mean, if you could feel it, it just the materials are just exquisite. But what's so cool is you're looking at it and you're just thinking, oh my God, it's too pretty to touch. And I would never want to eat on there. And God forbid if somebody spilled red wine on my tablecloth. Well, these two have thought of everything because they have created their table linens out of a material that actually repels red wine and liquids in general. But watch this quick video of it in action, basically. Praying that I have the video. Do I, Jen? I know I uploaded it. Oh, there it is. There we go. So there's that red wine right on. In fact, I think that might be the Telluride. And just that quickly, you're just blotting it up and see how it's like the red wine beads away. And just with a damp cloth, or even maybe it's even a dry cloth, I don't even know. But it's gone. I mean, just that peace of mind to me for these higher end table linens, just to know that if something like that happens, you're going to be just fine. And so again, look, I'm hoping that you guys can see how gorgeous they are. So pretty. I want to show you a couple other ones that I'm loving. And I kind of can get lost on their website because there's so many gorgeous ones, but I just want to show you these for the season. I love the cocktail napkins and the metallics, the silver and the gold, both of just that simple snowflake. Just so chic and elegant and sophisticated. All of their designs are so timeless. And to me, entertaining, it should be timeless, especially these, special holiday events that it's year after year after year. You can take something out of the linen closet or cabinet or wherever you keep it and just, know that year after year, it's just going to stand the test of time, both in terms of quality, but also style, because it is so classic. And they recommend, which I never knew, but I'm so glad to know this now, they always recommend rolling your tablecloths instead of folding them, because over time those creases can become permanent. So I was very excited to learn about that. I never knew that, but it's going to help save me a lot of time too from all the ironing and steaming and all that good stuff. So you saw a couple. Oh, I also, in that same picture, there was the napkins that have the stars. And then I wanted to just switch gears a little bit and show you something totally different. This is their Santorini. And to me, those colors, and it just very Greek, just makes me want to be in Greece. And so love the name Santorini, but isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. And do we have any others that I'm not? Oh, here's another one with a table set. Yes, so pretty. And I love, see how just sort of that abstract stripes is really what it is, but it is, very artistic and, sort of modern art looking, but is going to coordinate with anything that you put on your tabletop and really just make anything look so elegant. It's just stunning. So these two are just amazing. And I love when you hear a story of best friends coming together, especially over something that they both love. We have another duo like that does water and wine puzzles, and they just both love puzzles, and they created this whole business that's just killing it with puzzles dedicated to the different wine regions and different whiskey regions and things like that around the country. So cool. But this is just very, very special table linen. And if you are going to somebody's house who is that person in your life who always entertains for the holidays and you're stumped on what to get that person, I feel like a tablecloth like this would be wonderful, would be just such a nice, thoughtful gift that they would use year after year after year. So pretty special, I would say. And that, guys, wraps up our 7 unique items for the person that is hard to buy for. And I would love to know what you guys think in the chat. If anyone would chime in and let me know which one you guys like the best, which one do you think fits that mold the best, and which one do you guys want to win in this giveaway that we're getting ready to do. Let me know, because we are on a little delay. I know that, but I'm going to announce the winner in just a second. I'm going to do recap really quick while everybody's getting in their last second entries to win. And I'm going to recap everything that we showed tonight. And then I'm going to announce the winner live. Okay. the first product we did was the Kinney, but we are not giving this away because we already gave this away. And the winner was Jonathan from Honeydew. So congrats again to Jonathan. And the second one we did, I'm forgetting what order. And of course, Jen, you know I can never, oh, there it is. Second one are the most luxe, gorgeous, amazing set of PJs you will ever wear. It is by Lucime, and these are those win award after award after award for the best cooling PJs. So maybe you have someone going through menopause in your life who would really appreciate those. And the next one is my biggest sleep obsession ever, and that is my Honeydew. I'm showing you my travel one because it fits better in the picture. My new cute little travel Honeydew side sleep pillow, heaven on earth, heaven, heaven, heaven. And then we did History by Mail, which is just that experience gift that keeps on giving, and that really just, I think, fosters such a love of history, which I wish more of us had. So you know how much I love that one. And then, of course, we had the Qual Gear, which is the smart desk that adjusts positions, and you can track your standing and sitting and set reminders and have memories and all that. And that all sounds a little bit complicated, but it's so not. They've made it so simple. I'm not the most techie person, as you guys know, and they've made it so simple. The other thing I didn't mention, it also, which I love, and I use them constantly, it has 2 USB ports, so built right into the desk. So how nice that you don't have to be looking for an outlet all the time, or for one of those blocks all the time. And then we capped off the show with the gorgeous table linen by Mode Living, sort of the tablecloth of all tablecloths. And I am going to give away, did anybody chime in with what they want to win? We've got some PJs, we've got a pillow, we've got standing, we've got people all over the board chiming in. I love it. Okay. I think I am going to give away the PJs, because now I'm sorry for you gentlemen, I don't think they're going to fit you, but they're going to help you shop for the female in your life who they do fit, and they're so wonderful. So such a pampering gift, and I love to end this show with a gift like that. And so we are giving away your choice of either the Eva shirt or the Donna pants set, and the winner is, let's see, the second winner is Lenora Pella. Lenora, congratulations. You are going to be one happy girl when you go to sleep in a couple days. So Jen, our producer, is going to reach out to you. She's going to find out what size you want, what color you want. They've got the denim, that sort of light denim, light blue, the one that I've been showing. We've got the noir, which is the black, and then also that shadow light gray. So gorgeous. You're going to be in heaven, 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 heaven. So congratulations, Lenora. Congratulations, Jonathan. Thank you guys for joining me for this last of the holiday themed Grommet Live shows of the season. I'm so happy you guys were all here and you guys all stuck to the end. So thank you for that. Thank you to all the fantastic makers. I mean, I know how hard you guys are working, and I'm hoping you guys are all having hugely successful fourth quarters. And I know it's home stretch, so enjoy every minute. And hopefully get ready to unplug a little and enjoy the actual holidays with friends and family very soon here. And I hope to see all of you guys tomorrow night, where we will be debuting all new launch products tomorrow night. Some really, really good ones. In fact, one I thought we were doing tonight, and I got all ready to present it, and Jen stopped me in my tracks. So clearly I'm chomping at the bit on that one. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then again, this Saturday, 9 a.m. on the West Coast, 12 on the East Coast. It's all about us. Not just us girls, anybody who wants to glow up for the holiday, or for the holidays and the year ahead. So it's going to be a fun one. So I look forward to seeing you guys at one or all of those shows. And in the meantime, enjoy the holidays. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we will see you all very soon. Bye-bye.